Hi everybody, Todd Smith here. This is for all you Todd Smith Fitness customers. Thank you very much for choosing Todd Smith Fitness. There's a lot of choices out there and you chose us, and I want to tell you I thank you very much for choosing Todd Smith Fitness. Today, I'm here at Woolner's grocery store and I want to talk to you about simplifying things. We talk about it all the time at the gym. I'm going to walk you through this fabulous grocery store, show you how simple it is. That's the reality. Huge results, simple answers. I'm here to give them to you. So get ready, we're gonna get it on. First thing we're gonna talk about is proteins. I just laid out some samples here. We got a little red meat, I got it in the form of a ribeye steak, fabulous chicken breast, and some fish, along with eggs. This is the backbone of our nutrition plan. This is what provides the building blocks to our body. I want you to have either eggs, fish, chicken, or steak with meals 1, 2, and 3, okay? That's the backbone, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Have some protein, keep it simple, okay? The devil's not in the details. If you want to add a little seasoning, salt, or put some lemon, keep it simple, that's fine. But you gotta stick with the basics, and here we go. Eggs, chicken, beef, and we have your fish here as well. So keep that in mind, make it simple. I quickly want to touch on the fear that we've had in our society for the last 30 years, and it's about fats. We've been told for 30 years that fats are going to kill us. Well, let me tell you something. For 30 years, I've been telling you that fats won't kill us. It's the sugars. The fats in our diet, specifically when they're balanced out, the omega-3, 6, and 9s are fabulous. They're fabulous for your blood, they're fabulous for your brain, your skin, hair. It's amazing. And some fabulous sources are egg yolks. So shy away from the whole egg white thing, and guess what? Cook with real butter. This butter right here is grass-fed butter. It's got the perfect combination of omegas. Put it in, you use it to cook your eggs with, your chicken, steak, fish. It's fantastic. Don't be afraid of the good fats, okay? Okay, you gotta talk about the carbohydrates. Our philosophy is to have balanced nutrition, and carbohydrates are an absolute crucial element, and this is one of my favorites. This is an old-fashioned oat, a Quaker oat. It doesn't matter, just make sure it's old-fashioned, because remember now, guys, we've probably talked about this with you. There's a dramatic difference between the quick oat and the old-fashioned oat. This is more of an unprocessed. Therefore, your body will assimilate these carbohydrates at a much slower rate, which is going to give you an even, steady flow of energy throughout the day. Moreover, it's not going to spike your insulin levels. It's going to be healthy, it's going to build your muscles, it's going to give you energy, and it's not going to lead to inflammation, body fat, the whole plethora of other unhealthy issues that happen when you eat the wrong carbohydrates. So this is a fabulous choice. I eat it every day for breakfast. Hey, two other great sources of carbohydrates are quinoa and brown rice. I try to eat them in my diet every day, and I really recommend that you do too. What they are is they're naturally occurring and unprocessed. They give your body the slow, sustained release of energy that we all need, and guess what? They're not gonna create an environment inside your body that's gonna be conducive for storing fat. It's not gonna kick up your inflammation. It's gonna make you feel great. These are great sources of carbohydrates. So don't forget about the quinoa, don't forget about the rice. See how simple it is, and guess what? It's cheap. You're not gonna spend a lot of money on this stuff, and you're gonna look great, and you're gonna feel great. Okay guys, undoubtedly, my favorite source of carbohydrates is right here. It's the sweet potato, it's the yam, whatever you want to call it, but guess what? It's the king of them all. This naturally occurring unprocessed carbohydrate, it's what it packs is absolutely amazing. It's a fabulously slow burning carbohydrate. It gives you energy, it fills your muscles out, it's going to give you everything that you need, and it never spikes your insulin level. These are fabulous. Okay, then we got the red potato, another alternative, and I throw these in sometimes. This is the cornerstone of my carbohydrate intake throughout the afternoon and evenings. The red potatoes are also a good source, but please, these are the sources of carbohydrates that we all need. Carbohydrates have a really bad rap. But this unprocessed, naturally occurring, I'm gonna say it again because that's what's so important. This is the key. You can get this, you can eat this, you're gonna feel great, you're gonna look great, and you're gonna be amazingly healthy. So we got the sweet potato, we got the red potato, the quinoa, the brown rice, and the old-fashioned oats. It's not an amazing plethora of choices, but guess what? That's the fuel that your body needs to look your best, feel your best, okay? The most understated element in a healthy nutrition plan today is undoubtedly vegetables. I'm telling you guys, this is what I counsel people on for the last 31 years. Eat your greens. I mean, and I just want to show you, these are the fabulous sources. You got your collard greens right here. Probably the most powerful antioxidant, the most powerful food that you can eat to create that alkaline environment inside your body. We got kale, we have fresh lettuce, parsley, and guess what? We got my favorite, asparagus. And I'm passionate about what I do, but I cannot impress upon all you enough to add these greens into your diet. When you start to get older and that aging process starts to accelerate, nothing will slow that down than these greens, because they create that healthy environment internally. They encourage that alkaline environment inside of our body that suppresses inflammation, that makes you feel young, that makes you feel great. The greens are fabulous. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. When you combine these high fiber green vegetables with those naturally occurring unprocessed carbohydrates that I showed you a little while ago, these greens actually slow your body's capacity to absorb those sugars. So it actually makes for a longer burst of energy. It makes for a better source for filling out your muscles, for energizing your body, for feeling great. And this is it. As a 49-year-old person, this is the backbone of what I eat every day. Every day I'm eating 2 to 3 large portions of dark green vegetables. And I really hope you do too, because our goal is to make you feel great, look great, and be the best you that you possibly can be. Well, we pointed out some really positive things for you to do in order to achieve your great health. Now I want to point out some simple pitfalls, okay? You know, we eat breakfast, we eat lunch, and we eat dinner, but guess what? Lots of us are snacking in between there. And you know, an innocent person walking through these aisles is going to say, wow, look at this. You got a granola bar with 10 grams of protein in it. What could be a better, what's a better snack than that? And I'm going to tell you, just about anything is a better snack than that. This is nothing more than a highly processed alternative for a Snickers bar. And guess what? You're probably you're just as well eating a Snickers bar or a Milky Way. These are so highly processed, full of honey, and their source of protein is a soy isolate, which is very questionable. So I want to make it clear to you, avoid the mistakes. And this is a gigantic one. This, you eat this, 10 minutes later, your blood sugar's soaring. 5 minutes after that, your pancreas is working overtime to kick out insulin. What happens to that? That sets in motion a whole series of very unhealthy events that we are trying to avoid, because this kicks up your inflammation. This is what makes you fat. This is what makes you lethargic. This even makes you depressed. Stay off this processed stuff, okay? If you need a snack, have some fresh vegetables, hard-boiled eggs. Come to the NutriShop and get some healthy whey proteins. We have some great alternatives for you, but please avoid these bars. Speaking of tricks, guys, this is where so many of us go wrong first thing in the morning. You know, if you're unfortunate enough to watch a lot of television, you've seen this. Hey, go on the Special K diet. Lower your cholesterol with Cheerios. Guess what? That's a joke. I'm passionate about this, man. These are processed sugars, not a whole lot different from candy. And what's gonna happen when you ingest these? Your body's gonna assimilate those sugars so fast that it's gonna send your blood sugar soaring. Like I said before, that's the key thing that we are most essentially trying to avoid. If it's processed, avoid it. One of my mentors is Jack LaLanne. He'll be over 100 years old today, and this is what he used to just go crazy over. Stay off this processed stuff. Don't be fooled by the advertisements. Eat naturally occurring, unprocessed foods. You know, a couple things that I have to point out because I hear about it every day, things that really throw people for a loop are foods like organic, all natural, whole wheat pasta, natural juices. Guys, these things are really not a whole lot different than this. Understand that almost all the carbohydrates are exactly the same. The only difference is how fast your body assimilates those sugars. We want slow processing carbohydrates that give us sustained energy, that give us muscle power. You know, these organic, I don't care what kind of pasta you get, it's a fast carbohydrate that is very unhealthy, creates a very unhealthy chain of events for you. We got this is the same thing. We have this organic juice. A lot of people walk around and say, well, gosh, you know, I'm drinking juice, I gotta be healthy. Man, it's no different. It's no different than having, you know, a cheese sandwich, you know, smothered with, you know, maple syrup. It's the same thing. Let's avoid this stuff. Don't fall into these pitfalls when you're in the grocery store. Keep it simple, and you're going to achieve great health. This is Todd Smith. Best of health to you.